Do you know who is Mbappe? Everyone must know who is Mbappe, the one best player in the world.
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't
But
understand the
it
pain of
looks
it.
like not everyone loves Mbappe because Mbappe's ego.
You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil fruit. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my
He has been in Paris for 6 years, and in the 6 seasons, 5 different clubs have won the Champions League: Real Madrid 2018-2022, Liverpool 2019, Bayern Munich 2020, Chelsea 2021, and Manchester City 2023, and neither of them have Mbappe. That means it is very possible to win this competition in his absence. Of course, it's about Mbappe. The first reason why Mbappe want to leave PSG because Mbappe's ego. While he predicted an ego war and the fact that Prince if Mbappe was allowed to grow uncontrollably, and Dugarry was right on target, his huge ego clashed with Neymar, creating a serious split in the PSG dressing room last season. The situation was getting ridiculous to the point that they both fought over penalties against Montpellier in Ligue 1 last August. Still in the same match, Mbappe also had a temper tantrum, turned his head and turned his back on the going game only because Vitinha was not giving the ball. Last week, the talk was even louder. After confirming he has no intention of activating the contract extension option until 2025, which means he will be a free agent next year, Mbappe also blamed PSG reckless transfer strategy for their failure to win the Champions League. In that, he had a point. I don't know how many mistakes PSG have made in the transfer market in recent times, but Mbappe is also part of this problem. He called PSG a divisive club, even though he is one of the reasons why Les Parisiens is like that. Second, Mbappe is not a leader, although a great player. Neymar and Lionel Messi become the main scapegoats for PSG failure to get past the last 60 of the Champions League for 2 successive seasons, and that is not surprising. The persistent injuries that have hit Neymar have long been associated with a lifestyle that doesn't reflect that of a professional footballer, while Messi does not even hide the fact that he has no love for PSG fans, considering that he has only greeted them once at the stadium. Messi has been criticized for allegedly using PSG as a platform to prepare himself for the 2022 World Cup, even though Mbappe has caused chaos at PSG many times by speaking out grievances in public. Seeing his attitude over the last 2 years, Mbappe has shown that he is not yet a player capable of leading a team, said Leonardo. He is a great player, but not a leader. It is difficult to build a team with him as the foundation. The third reason, Kylian Mbappe's attitude. When we see about Mbappe, Rotten argues that while perfectionists are often problematic in a group setting, that person should always be accommodated for the good of the team, but that means that French boss Didier Deschamps would have hesitated to appoint Mbappe as captain because he is too noisy. When there is a fire, it is often the captain who has to put it out. Kylian, given his outspokenness, will dose it is gasoline. But Mbappe is no longer just an invaluable attraction, he is a destructive distraction. As football fans of any club, do they really want Mbappe in the lineup of their favorite club? Most doubtless at least. Many answer with some trepidation, with great caution, and it all had to do with his questionable attitude. In 2022, the contest of Mbappe wanting to leave PSG are also revelable. This news was confirmed by the famous transfer expert from Italy, Fabrizio Romano. Fabrizio Romano said that Kylian Mbappe was frustrated with the situation he experienced at PSG. Kylian Mbappe is not happy with Paris Saint-Germain because the current situation is really tense. He wants to leave the club as soon as possible, wrote Fabrizio.